Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late June, moving into early July 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Piscean people out there. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do you got for us? What do you have for Pisces, gang, here in late June, early July? It's Cancer season. What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Rock and see what we got for Pisces. Let's see how the energy's flowing for us, my good friends. Let's get this card out nice and quick. There we go. Falling. Okay, I think I've seen this for one of the other signs this week. And this, I'm very down the middle when it comes to this card, because part of it, I'm like, okay, maybe it's a purposeful thing. Maybe there's a rabbit hole we're jumping down. Maybe there's like a trail or a scent that we're on. But at the same time, there's an aspect to this energy that feels a little uncontrollable. That's the vibe I'm picking up here, which it's going to be intriguing to break it down further. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this. Now, I always say with this deck in particular, we're not just going off the imagery or the word alone, but I mean, to me, even the intuitive vibe that this gives me, we see Alice falling down that rabbit hole. Now, if we know about the lore of Alice in Wonderland, when she falls down the rabbit hole, she's about to go on a very, very wild journey. So for some Pisces, maybe that's the case. Maybe you're on the precipice of a very beautiful, wild, interesting chapter of your life, which is cool. But another thing I'm getting here, if you're not like on the trail of something where it's like, I need more information, I need to figure out what's going on, I need to know. Some of you might just be consuming a lot of information. When I think of falling, it's like, okay, well, I'm falling. What can I really do about it? There's a certain aspect of it where it's like out of your hands. It's like once something happens, you got to wait until the falling motion is complete. So some of you might feel like there are some situations where there's not much you can really do about it. Okay, so it's like, let's wait and see. But we're just going to put her down right there. So as you can see, there's a lot of layers to this card in particular, especially compared to some of the others. But we'll let her keep falling down the rabbit hole. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time here for Pisces. What's happening? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Powerful Shift. The energy was moving. Okay, so if you've been feeling a little stagnant, if things have been feeling a little stuck, it was like, no, under the surface, this energy is primed for a very powerful shift. Now, that could be very good for a lot of you. For some of you, shifting energy could be a little uncomfortable, but from what I know about Pisces placements, you're usually very adaptable people. But let's see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for Pisces here. Late June, early July. What is happening, please? Thank you. Queen of Wands, cool. Confident. I mean, unless this is a fire sign you're connected to. I mean, even so, I do like a card like this on the very first position, because that is very similar to what I've already been saying. It's like the energy doesn't feel stuck. Hopefully. Let's see what else shows up. Yeah, Knight of Swords. So let's talk about it. Neither of these energies are stuck at all. It's like he's heading right towards that queen. Okay, let's get another one. Let's see what's up. Lots of court cards here for you, Pisces, which can also be a good thing, depending. Whoa, okay. 10 of Cups. You're also going to have a bonus here, which is also pretty good. All right, so maybe we are going to have some good stuff here. I guess it all really depends. So we have the three of Pentacles as your bonus. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, you know, I always look at the elements first, and we have a nice even distribution. We can't ask for much better, right? Because we have fire, the realm of action, passion, drive, desire. We have swords, the realm of the mind, the logic, communication. We have cups. That's Pisces' power element right there, the realm of creativity, emotion, love. Then we have Pentacles, the world around us. So it's like we have every single element showing up in its place right now. And there's some pretty good cards. None of this feels pinned down. So it's going to be intriguing to see how it all fits together, especially since we have court cards, we got people. Like the big theme I'm already seeing is like groups of people, multiple people. So that could be good for some of us, but I guess it depends on the mode you're in right now. But let's go through this piece by piece and really start to build it out. A lot of the energy we might be reading this week could be from your circle or the people around you. But position number one, we're starting with the beautiful, the lovely Queen of Wands herself. Now, I always say when it comes to any queen in the tarot deck, they represent the internal aspects of the suit. So we already spoke about the fire that the Queen of Wands represents, the passion, the drive, the desire, really nice. So when I see this, I am motivated. I want to make something happen. There is something I want. There is something I want to do. Huge card of action and desire. She's confident. She's sexy. She's feeling on top of the world. This is a huge card of self-confidence. Like, I could do this. I can make this happen. We could do this. It's really giving me those types of vibes. But as with all cards, there are negatives, right? Every card has positive and challenge, even the best of the best. And the Queen of Wands in her challenge, all those good things I was saying about self-confidence, that could flip upside down. It could be someone that's not feeling too great about themselves, not feeling too confident. And when it comes to any Wands card, there is a certain unpredictability to it. There's a certain volatility or explosiveness. So we're just going to have to see. Like, the energy could always be moving, especially with the card that comes up next to it, because these two elements right next to each other are a kaboom waiting to happen. Because moving to the center, we have the aggressive, fast-moving Knight of Swords. So again, the fire-air combination of them being right next to each other, that could be explosive, but that could be a good thing, especially with what we're seeing here on the back. Now, big air sign energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If that's not the case, this is the fastest of all the knights. Now, the knights in the tarot deck, if we're not talking about a person in your circle, they do represent action, so the speed at which something is moving, the speed at which someone's moving, and it could also be communication. It could be talks and messages and stuff like that. And this knight is very determined. It's going towards something like a rocket. The pressure is on. I'm making this happen. So we're going to have to see how this all plays out, because in the good sense, it's something that picks up steam real quick, very, very fast. But in the challenge of this Knight of Swords, it could be very aggressive. It could be a card that is confrontational. It could be a card that's pushy. So we're going to have to see. I mean, I'm feeling good about the stuff I'm seeing so far, Pisces. But again, this Knight of Swords in the center could be a bit of a wild card, especially next to this Queen of Wands. So we'll look into him further. Now, moving to the very back end, we have one of the absolute best cards in the entire tarot deck. We have the lovely Ten of Cups. And you see it there. There's a rainbow. There's 10 full cups up there. We got the happy family. They're right there by the home. And I always say, to me, this is a card of wish fulfillment. It's happy. It's everything you could want, right? Like, it's your prototypical happy ending. So whenever this shows up in the reading, we are super pumped about it. And I am right now. It can represent the home, it can represent living situations, it can represent your family and the people you're closest to. So it's interesting that we have two court cards, a group of people. Even your bonus card is like a group of people. So I don't know why I'm seeing people everywhere, but they're here. Now, the challenge of the Ten of Cups. Since there are so many cups, this can be a card where like feelings can become quite heavy, right? Ten of Cups in reverse is someone that's feeling really heavy things, really intense emotions. And as someone with Pisces placements like myself, and I'm sure most of you already know, Pisces is hyper locked in and intuitive to not only their feelings, but the feelings of people around them. So we're going to want to look at this Ten of Cups. I'm initially calling this like something really great until something shows us otherwise. So like when we go from the Queen, feeling good about it, then the action, then the Ten of Cups, we could be lining up for something big, something really big here. And I do like it. Now, moving to your bonus card, we do have the Three of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is a card of collaboration. This is a card of people coming together. This is a card that can link to work and career and business and what you do to earn money. And I call it the teamwork makes the dream work type of card. So I'm not sure if you have career-based things on your mind. But when I see this, I think of just a group, a communal thing of people working together very well. The challenge with the Three of Cups, sometimes there could be somebody in the circle that's like throwing the vibe off, or someone that doesn't work well together as a group. But initially, I'm feeling very optimistic about what we have. I want to dive deeper on all the Pisces. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay. Let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. What's going on for my Pisces people, please? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. And I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Queen of Wands. Let's see what she's feeling. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, why is that Queen here? Thank you. Okay. Interesting how this feels a little bit stubborn, okay, in part of the way. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse, and to me, there's a few things popping up in my mind. First and foremost, Six of Swords in reverse is either an energy that's staying put or looping back around and returning in some sort of way. So it's like, yeah, I know this energy is coming my way. I know it's coming. So it's like someone that has full faith in something or full knowing that something's going to go down, something's going to happen. And again, Pisces is usually a very intuitive type of sign. So if there is something, whether good, bad, or indifferent, and you have like that full faith and knowing that it's coming your way, this energy here on the front end like reaffirms that. It's like, oh yeah, listen, you're on point here, Pisces, which is a good thing. But it also is a card that's like, yeah, I'm cool where I'm at right now. It's like content, if that makes sense. Now, there's nothing wrong with being content, right? I mean, unless you're in a situation where you want to get to this level where it's like, listen, I just want to feel content. I just want to feel comfortable. It's giving me that kind of vibe. But I initially like this because if this was in the upright, I'd be like, oh, all right, this energy might be a little touch and go. It might be a little flaky. But the fact that it's in reverse, it feels pretty sturdy in a good way. I don't think we need to overlook this. Now, for some of you, there could be something that occurs or goes down that makes you feel good, and that feeling lasts a long time. Like, I like what I'm feeling here in the front end. But again, watch out for things popping back up, returning, all that good stuff. But the main thing I'm feeling here is like having full knowing that something's going to go your way. Full knowing, full confidence that something is going to happen. So let's go in on the Knight of Swords. We'll see what's up with that. And we'll get over to that Ten of Cups. Either that or it's just super content. Okay. I mean, if you have full knowing, then how is it going to catch you off guard here, Pisces? So we have the Two of Swords in the upright underneath this Knight of Swords. So one of my biggest cards of mystery, biggest card of action. I don't think this is around communication or talks. We'll have to see when we get to the Ten of Cups. But when I see the Knight of Swords with the Two of Swords, it's like, nope, screw it. I'm doing it. I'm not even going to think it through. I just want to make it happen. It's like, yeah, this feels good. I'm doing it. It's like giving me one of those types of vibes, which again, you do what you got to do. I've been feeling a similar thing for some other signs throughout the zodiac this week. So again, maybe this could be another person you're connected to where they act before they think. It's like giving me one of those vibes. It doesn't necessarily feel bad. It is action. It is movement. Again, I mean, with this Two of Swords in the upright, it's like I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not getting stuck here. I'm gonna act before I really think something through. So do with that what you will. It doesn't feel bad, but to me, I feel like this could be like a surprising, unexpected action of some sort. So whether someone's acting in a bit of a different way than they normally do, or business and action pick up quick, it's just screaming that to me where it's like, no, I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck. This energy's moving and it's coming in. And I feel like it's good. Now we're getting a lot of swords. Now, as we move through the rest of this reading, notice we have 6 cards out. Half of them are the sword element. That is very cerebral. But yeah, the main thing I'm picking up here in the center, and I always say when someone acts before they think, sometimes they might regret it. Sometimes they might be happy they did it. There's a lot of positive energy here. But again, to me, it's more like unexpected, surprising action. One or the other, because the Two of Swords is one of my cards of the unknown, of secrecy, of the hidden. But again, like your intuition, there's a lot of layers here this week, Pisces, which I mean, most weeks are. But we're going to go in on that 10 Cups. We'll see what that has, then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow. I'm liking what I'm seeing for the most part. So why is that 10 Cups here? And there it is. Beautiful. Ace of Wands. Lovely. Lovely. Great. So it's a really good result. This is like, again, a massive win, victory coming in. So it's like the energy just aligns. So for some Pisces, there's certain things that could be coming up in the short-term future where it's like things just fall into place. You ever know when that happens? It's like, oh, I didn't even really have to try. I didn't even really have to do something other than what I normally do, because to me it's like content, feeling of contentment, the energy comes your way and things just fall into place, like the puzzle building itself, which I think is a beautiful thing. Ace of Wands, new, fresh, offers, opportunity, and especially tied to the Ten of Cups, pardon me, massive win and victory energy all over the place, especially with a beginning card and an ending. It's like you're going to like this. There's something really good that's like prepping to come in. So I like what you're seeing this week. I really do. I think there's a ton of energetic potential coming your way, and it could be for various things. For some of you, yeah, maybe it's interpersonal, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's business. It's like we're seeing the full gamut here in this spread. It's like we're seeing all the little pieces of life building up. So if you're currently going through a difficult time or currently dealing with anything difficult, I mean, I hope this energy comes in soon, because it will definitely turn your frown upside down. It's giving me that kind of vibe. Big win here on the back end. So let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. Like what I'm seeing for the most part, yeah, there's a little unpredictable energy here in the center, but I think like it's part of the plan for one reason or another. But position number one, we have the Queen of Wands with the Six of Swords in reverse. That's a content energy. So whether that's something you're trying to work your way up to, I feel it's like, oh yeah, I'm cool, I'm happy. Now there could be various things popping back up or returning in this time. Another thing I was picking up for a lot of you, if you have a full knowing that something is going to happen, like it feels like you're locked in, like your intuition is locked in, like, listen, I already know what's happening, I already know. So I think there's good energy here, especially moving to the middle. We have the Knight of Swords with the Two of Swords in the upright. Boom, like someone acting before they think. So I did say surprising or unexpected action showing up here for the most part, but it's like, you know what, I feel like I need to do this, then I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with what feels right to me. So again, whether this is the universe's way of divine timing or whether it's someone else's actions, it's just like, I feel it, I do it. I feel something, I make it happen. So yeah, the unexpected, surprising action. Now moving, and yeah, watch out for people acting in ways they don't normally do. But moving to the back end, we have the Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands. Beautiful alignment right there. Like I mentioned, massive win victory energy all over the place. And I just feel things falling into place, because it's like we have an energy here in front that's like content, not really doing too much out of the ordinary, then the action happening and things just falling where they need to go. So I think for a lot of you, this could be a blessing. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. And if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get you going here. What is this card? What is in the shadows for Pisces? The Hermit. Big Virgo energy. I mean, that is the Pisces zodiacal opposite. Now, the Hermit often shows up when someone is in hermit mode. So all the people we were seeing within the spread, and now the Hermit shows up in the shadows. You might not be your best socially when this card shows up in the shadows, and that's okay. The Hermit does have positives like spirituality and wisdom, really good stuff, but it's kind of quiet. Like, it's a card, it's a little withdrawn, it's like enjoying its own privacy and stuff like that. So again, for some of you, I don't feel like you have to get out of your shell to make something happen. I feel like even if you are in hermit mode, like things are lining up to happen how they need to happen. Now, some of you might be connected to a Virgo, but I think the Hermit is generally good. It's a withdrawn energy, but the shadow side of it, it can represent lapses in communication. It can represent miscommunications. It can represent blockages in communications. So just watch out with any areas surrounding speaking and talking to others. But we're just going to leave it at that. Nothing wrong if you're in hermit mode. And yeah, Pisces, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation, you can book a personal reading with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The June calendar is open, so you can go check for availability. But for the June subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my most favorite decks ever, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in in the comments. If you could manifest something right now, instantly, what would it be? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.